Hello everybody, this is Tim Horton's Cup Series here. In today's video, I will be looking at what if NASCAR used the ACS Summer Showdown points format in 2020. I'm a big fan of the ACS, so I thought this would be an interesting video to make. I'm not advocating for NASCAR for use this, but I would like to see what it would be like if it happened. First, I'll explain how it works and some adaptations I made. I'm not using playoff points, nor am I using stages, but wins lock you into the next round. I'll divide the 36 race schedule into 6 rounds of 6 races each. There will be 5 eliminations in the first round, and the next 4 rounds there will be 6 eliminations. The 35 driver roster will be made up out of the 35 drivers who raced at least 32 races. It'll make the first round a little weird, but that's what I had to do. In the final round, there will be 6 drivers who will battle it out over 6 races. And as the iceberg says,
this is just a hypothetical situation. I know the racing would have been different. This is just for fun.
In the first round, Denny Hamlin won the Daytona 500 in the Darlington Night Race. Logano won at Las Vegas and Phoenix. Alex Bowman won at Auto Club, and Kevin Harvick won in NASCAR's return to lock each of them into the next round. So who would be eliminated? Heading into the final race before the cutoff, Ryan Preece, Ryan Newman, Brennan Poole, and Christopher Bell were barely in it. Ryan Preece blew an engine after starting on the pole, but was saved by Brennan Poole's blown engine even after he got up to second in the running order from pit strategy. Poole, Gase, Kenseth, Hauff, and Hill would be eliminated. Brad Keselowski would clinch his spot in the third round by winning at 2 of the oldest sponsored races in the Coca-Cola 600 and Food City 500. Chase Elliott would lock himself in, winning at the Charlotte kilometer race. Kevin Harvick punched his ticket at Atlanta. Truex won at the paperclip, and Denny Hamlin secured his spot in the third round at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Heading into the final race of the round at Homestead, Bowman, Boyer, Preece, Almirola, Wallace, and LaJoie looked to be in trouble. A fifth-place run from Almirola would not put him into the third round, and an 18th place finish for Alex Bowman was not enough to allow him to advance. Bowman, Bubba, Preece, LaJoie, Suarez, and the legend Ty Dillon would be eliminated. In the third round, Ryan Blaney would punch his ticket to the fourth round with his win at Talladega. Harvick's 2 wins at Pocono and Indianapolis would secure his spot. Denny Hamlin clinched his spot with a win at Pocono. Cole Custer won at Kentucky, and Austin Dillon was just above the cut line but managed to win at Texas. Heading into the final race of the round, Joey Logano and Jimmy Johnson, among others, would be below the cut line, while Newman, Nemechek, Buescher, and Johnson wouldn't be able to do anything. Tyler Reddick's second place finish and Joey Logano's third place finish would allow them to move into the next round. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. would be eliminated by way of a crash, and Chase Elliott's 12th place finish would not be enough. Yes, the 2020 NASCAR Men's Champion would be eliminated at that halfway point if NASCAR used this format. Let's see what other surprises come about. Denny Hamlin locked himself into the next round with wins at Kansas and Dover. Keselowski locked himself into the 5th round with his win at New Hampshire. And Kevin Harvick punched his ticket into the 5th round with his 2 wins at Michigan. Heading into the first race at Dover, big names like Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney sat below the cut line along with Cole Custer, Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell, and Austin Dillon. A third place finish for Kyle Busch was able to put him into the next round, and a 20th place finish was not enough for DiBenedetto, who missed the cut by 3 points. Custer, Bell, Blaney, McDowell, and Austin Dillon would also be eliminated. The 5th round would determine who the 6 championship contenders would be. Kevin Harvick's 3 wins were enough, plenty, at Dover, Darlington, and Bristol. William Byron's Coke 0400 win would put him into championship 6. Wow, that'd be amazing. Brad Keselowski's win at Richmond punched his tickets. Heading to Las Vegas, the grid would look like this, with Kurt Busch, Tyler Reddick, and Eric Jones being in pretty much must-win situations. Tyler Reddick got taken out in the crash, and Eric Jones got a top 10, but that wasn't the win. However, Kurt Busch did end up winning. A third-place finish was enough for Martin Truex Jr. There needed to be one more person to join Harvick, Keselowski, Byron, Truex, and Kurt Busch. That came down to Joey Logano, Eric Almirola, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Clint Bowyer. Hamlin led most of the race but wasn't able to win, and a third place finish wasn't enough. He would have had to win. Clint Bowyer needed to get a runner-up finish, and he didn't. Kyle Busch's 6th place finish wasn't enough as he would miss the championship round by just 1 point, even in 2020. His 14th place finish and Almirola's 17th place finish would leave them tied, and Logano's 3rd place finish at Darlington would give him the tiebreaker over Almirola. Logano would advance on a tiebreaker. Consistent Eric Almirola reign championship, Kyle Busch 7-win, Denny Hamlin, and farewell season Clint Bowyer. JGR reject Eric Jones and rookie Tyler Reddick would be eliminated. Let's preview your championship 6. Kevin Harvick dominated the season and had 9 wins coming into the championship round. He was easily the title favorite. Martin Truex Jr., the 2017 champion, the top 5 machine over the summer. He did cool off with the weather in the fall. You also have the 2018 champion Joey Logano, who tends to get really hot at the end of the season and the beginning of the season, kind of the opposite of Truex in 2020. He was the only driver in the championship 6 to win one of the final 6 races. In real life, Keselowski had a bunch of hype behind him because he was so good at the 750 horsepower packages, and there were 2 races in the final 6, actually 3 when you count the Charlotte Roval. But the 2012 champion was the 3rd best driver all year between Harvick and Hamlin. These last 2 would be considered the underdogs, as you have Kurt Busch, the veteran, former champion, consistent, gets exactly 1 win a year, but doesn't do very much. Definitely an underdog, just like he was when he made it to the round of 8. And finally, the biggest underdog of them all, the youth movement showed itself in a surprising way if NASCAR used this format, because William Byron would be contending for the championship. Got in with his consistency in the round of 18 and his Coke Zero 400 win. He would be hailed as the face of Hendrick Motorsports if NASCAR used this format. Heading into the championship race, the real battle for the championship would be between the Penske teammates Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano. You see Kurt Busch down there in 6th. William Byron would be ahead of Kevin Harvick. In the championship race, Logano and Keselowski were up front because they were part of the championship for in real life with Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott, and I believe Keselowski finished ahead of Logano, but it wasn't nearly enough as Logano would win this championship under the Summer Showdown format, and Logano would be a 2-time champion. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below if I should do a 2019 edition of this or if I should do a different points format, what if, with 2020.